Well, a very good morning and welcome to Hove, day 3 of this county championship match between Sussex and Yorkshire. I'm Adrian Harms. I'm very excited. I'm really looking forward to today because I think the weather forecast is good. And I'm looking out, we're going to start on time, so it's great news. Your commentary team today, as for the last 2 days, I'm joined by Jonathan Doige. Morning, Doige.
Good morning, Harmsley.
Yeah, good to see you. We had a nice curry last night, didn't we? We wandered down to Hove, and we had a nice curry and put the world to rights, so that was good. And we've got a third member of our commentary team. We invited him back. He came for a couple of days of the Durham match, and we decided to get him back on the basis that he's a good lad and he's bought the biscuits. So he's bought with him a packet of Hobnobs and a pocket, can I mention the brand? Well, I don't see why not really. Other biscuits are available, of Fox's fabulous milk chocolate rounds. And in half an hour, we'll hear from the man who's bought those biscuits in, which is Liam O'Brien. It's great to have Liam back as well, so we're looking forward to that. The umpires are on their way out. The reason I'm excited, Jonathan, is because I think this game is finally set up. Sussex have got themselves into a good position in the game, but Yorkshire, on the other hand, are by no means out of it. 2:16 for 7 as the umpires make their way out. Jordan Thompson is on 15. Matt Fisher is yet to score. And although Sussex have got the advantage in the game and they'll want to take these 3 wickets, it just seems really well set up today. And we've got 104 overs as well.
Yeah, I think Sussex have got to be favourites going into day 3. I don't think there's any question about that with the state of the Yorkshire first innings at 216 for 7. If they nip these 3 out quickly, then they're very, very strong position, you would have thought, even though there is forecast to be weather around for quite a bit of tomorrow.
Yeah, there is.
Sounds of things. So that may end up ruining what's bubbling up into a really good game. If Yorkshire's tail wags here, and that's a possibility, and they get somewhere up there close to or within 50 runs, say something like that, of Sussex, then yeah, and if they bowl well second time around, who knows what might be possible. There is definitely a better performance in Yorkshire with the ball than we've seen at any stage so far this season. They've had good moments, but I think they could bowl a lot better, more consistently than they have so far, and that may eventuate in the Sussex second innings. Who knows? We'll see.
We will. Well, Ollie Robinson is going to open the bowling for Sussex from the Cromwell Road end of the ground. We could be in for another late finish. We were 7:30 last night when we left. And we will have 104 overs if the weather holds. And we're in for a good day's cricket. And Ollie Robinson is going to get things underway, bowling to Jordan Thompson, who in the penultimate over yesterday, from Henry Crocombe, hit a big 6 down towards fine leg. He likes to take on the bowling, does Jordan Thompson. So I don't see him holding back this morning. The 2 slips go down, and Ollie Robinson is in for the first ball of the day. Bowls for Jordan Thompson, who lets it go outside the off stump. Taken by Ollie Carter, and there is no run. It's not quite T-shirts, but anyway, in comes Robinson, bowls to Thompson, who drives beautifully. Lovely bit of fielding in the covers by Finn Hudson-Prentice, diving away to his left-hand side. He got a hand on it, and it just restricted Thompson to just the single. He goes to 16. In over the wicket, bowls, and Fisher, he was trying to get out the way of that, but in the end, he just played a very late shot and dropped the ball in front of him. There is no run.
On the FaceTime, couldn't it? Jack Carson from the C end, bowling to Jordan Thompson. This could be an interesting little battle. Then backward of point and a sweeper out on the cover boundary. It was going to come into play here as Jordan Thompson cuts that one away out into the deep for a single.
As in comes Robinson, bowls, and Thompson looks to pull this on the leg side. Doesn't time it at all, and fielded in there at mid-wicket by Jack Carson.
Carson then to Thompson with that aggressive stance and an aggressive shot. First ball of the over. He's going to go for 4. Step down the track, and he's got it across the line and through Cowshot corner. Despite the despairing dive up, I think it's Ali Orr in there, isn't it? It is. Flexes at the knee, Jordan Thompson, as he waits for Carson to come in again. He's been wrapped on the pad here. Big appeal, and he's gone. In fact, he didn't even wait for the umpire Neil Pratt's decision. He turned tail and walked off. He knew that looked pretty plumb from where we're sitting. And having hit the boundary the ball before, Tomo is gone. 22 off 22, and Yorkshire 223 for 8.
And 4 wickets in the match for Jack Carson. So he spoke to Jack last night, and he was saying that interesting what Jack was saying. He said he felt as a team that Sussex are learning how to win.
Big statement, but generally speaking, the Aussies, even the tail enders, they usually are reasonably competent.
Yep. Oh, were saying it yesterday, you know, most people can bat at 11.
Carson coming over the wicket to him, and he just pushes that into the onside where Ali Orr is round to do the fielding.
Ooh. Jack's best bowling in the Championship is 5 for 85 against Yorkshire at Hove in 2021. So he likes bowling against Yorkshire, just Jack Carson.
Here he is again, fairly wide on the crease over the wickets. This one nearly sneaks through, keeps on the lowish side, but Edwards has his first run in county cricket, first run for Yorkshire, with a little push out to point.
As Robinson is on his way over the wicket, bowls and pulled away by Matt Fisher, and this is going to be his first runs, and that's a brilliant bit of fielding by Ali Orr. Well fielded, brilliant, and a good throw as well. That was super stuff from Ali Orr. Good shot by Matt Fisher, and Ali Orr raced around the boundary from fine leg.
Something has to be done about the results like last week with no play. Carson to Edwards, who tries to pull a delivery and misses. There's a stifled appeal because it looked pretty clearly to be going down leg, even from where I'm sitting.
Yorkshire and Sussex today. In comes McAndrew, bowls. Oh, Fisher just stands and delivers, put a foot down the wicket and just belted the ball down through mid-on for 4 runs. And McAndrew bowls. It loops in the air just out of the reach of Tom Clark, who was diving back from short leg. You could only assume there was maybe a little inside edge on that onto pad.
Last score than Finley's best, but Finley then rose to the challenge and came up with 100 himself. Ben Coad yet to get a first-class 100. He's got an opportunity to do that here as Edwards helps one on its way down to fine leg for a single.
Comes into bowl, flighted delivery, and he smokes it for a 6, I think it is. Over, yeah, he's given it a 6. And very nonchalant from Coad, just picks it up and swats that for 6 runs over mid-wicket. Bowls it, flat delivery again, and that's played through point, and point is vacant, so they're going to try and nick 2 here. They're calling him through, and they're going to make that comfortably, and that is going to be the batting point. Big round of applause there.
Yeah, at least something out of the first innings, but still 111 runs short. Short ball helped on its way around the corner and fielded by Ali Orr, who's pretty fine at fine leg. Quite nicely played by Big Mick, as the lads seem to be calling him. There was a crocodile on the 2 as well. And then Ben Coad has uppercut this latest delivery from McAndrew and will pick up a valuable 4 runs. McAndrew in again, short again. Coad underneath it again, and it's lobbed a long way up in the air, but drops about 10 yards short.
As he comes into bowl, flight delivery, and that is hit through mid-wicket for 4 runs. And Coad's not messing around, is he? If it's in his arc, he's going to hit it.
It's a golf shot, that, isn't it, really? There was barely any foot movement over number 73 of this Yorkshire first innings, and his first delivery is turned through straight mid-wicket by Mickey Edwards. Ollie Robinson having to come round from mid-on and chase, and they're back for a couple. Was it? Again.
Wow.
Now then, Ben Coad has really got hold of this one, smashing it out towards the changing rooms, and that has gone for 6. If you're going to bowl short at Ben, then you may find a little bit of joy if you're attacking that ribcage area. What's Crocombe got in response? Tries again. Coad gets underneath it. It's over the top of Robinson, drops just beyond him. Now that was a better short ball, you have to say. Crocombe to Edwards, short, and he's having a crack as well now. Is he going to be caught on the boundary edge? No, it's gone all the way for 6 over mid-wicket. Tom Haynes back-pedalling, but could get nowhere near that. So very productive over for Yorkshire.
Come on again. Casting in for his first ball now. And he comes down the pitch and drives that over mid-off. That's a great shot for another 6.
That is a beautiful shot.
What a shot that is. Into bowl. And Coad comes in and absolutely hammers it towards the commentary box, and that is over the commentary box, straight towards my car, but I think it's just missed it, so happy days. Moment as Carson comes around the wicket, and he goes to do a paddle sweep, edged over the top of the keepers, Bit of extra bounce from Carson then. It's rolling up that hill. Steep hill from Sussex, but it's only going to be 2. Good chase there from the, I think it's Allsop there at slip.
And that's a 50 partnership, 51 runs between the pair of them.
That's an excellent partnership there. Yorkshire fans are going to be very happy to hear.
Yeah, 51, yeah.
We have it. So now Carson's in again to bowl around the wicket. Coad comes down the pitch, and that is another 6 over mid-wicket. I called that a little bit early because I thought it was going to go miles, but McAndrew's there at mid-wicket, nearly got there, but that is another 6 over mid-wicket. And it's just the pace that Carson's bowling at. I think he's trying to get the wicket and promote it, but Coad's seeing the ball like a beach ball at the moment. See if he's mature and rocks it for 1. Oh, he leaves the ball there. Very, very good cricket there, very mature. I was going to try and have a look at the stats here, but I'm stuck on Google and Crocodile Dundee reviews. need to get off them. It's had a 6.6 rating officially, apparently. So last ball over. Carson's coming into the ball around the wicket. A lot of flat delivery that bowls him off stump. We've jinxed him. But yeah, a lot of flat delivery, and Coad's going to be upset there. But that's going to be the innings for Yorkshire. Great counter-attacking there for the last partnership. And Yorkshire finished on 298 all out. Coad 45 off 32 deliveries. Edwards there stranded 19 off 31. And that was a really important knock from Coad. Some big hitting, and that's a 5 for Carson as well, I believe.
Yep, 5 for 79 from 21 complete overs and 2 maidens. Excellent effort from him. He just suffered a little bit at the hands of Ben Coad in those closing moments. But what a knock from Ben Coad. And overall, you'd say Jack Carson's bowled well, but he's just been collared for just 2 or 3 overs at the back end.
Absolutely.
From a Sussex point of view, from Carson's point of view, he's come back strongly by taking that final wicket. But Yorkshire will feel a lot better about life all of a sudden now, because the deficit is 63. And not so long ago, it was 100 and plenty. And an excellent, I mean, the last wicket partnership, 239 up to 298. I make that 59.
Yeah, that's what I make it as well. Yeah, well, I mean, that was a really good knock there from Coad. And the difference in them 2 deliveries at the end when he didn't...
Top scorer with 49, but then Coad following at number 11 with 45 exciting runs of his own. We'll be back in a few minutes' time to pick things up for the Sussex second innings. And who knows, there could be a few more fireworks still to come on day 3.
Well, welcome back to Hope. We've all just caught our breath here in the commentary box after that onslaught from Ben Coad. 45 in 32 balls, 2 4s, 5 6s. And just this morning when we were thinking those 2 wickets went down, we were thinking, well, Sussex with a nice healthy lead of 100 or so. Well, forget all of that, because the lead that Sussex have is 63 runs. My name's Adrian Harms. Liam O'Brien is with me here in the commentary box. Jonathan George just having a bit of a rest to get over that onslaught from Ben Coad. There were some big 6s of those 5 6s. Probably the biggest one was the one he hit up the ground. If you don't know Hove, you're hitting up the hill. And they were big 6s. He's had a bit of a game as Ben Coad. He's taken 5 for 54. And he's made 45 in 32 balls, and he's now going to open the bowling, so he's getting his match fees worth. Is Ben Coad. He comes running down the hill to bowl to the left-handed Ali Orr. He's in and bowls, and Orr is straight on his way, nudges that down to fine leg and picks up a singles. Here comes Coad. The sun has briefly disappeared. He's in and bowls, and forward comes Haynes, and, well, Ali Orr has been run out. He was run out here in the last game against Durham and the last game of last season, backing up. And Tom Haynes drilled that down the ground, and Ali Orr scrambled. He had to dive back into his ground because the ball hit the stumps at the far end. He won't want that to happen again, Liam.
I bet he got a little bit as well.
Coad in bowls to Haynes, who clips down to fine leg and picks up a single. Delighted that Liam has joined us in the commentary box here. Liam plays for the England physical disability side. And great to have him here on commentary.
I think so. It was an early one.
Coad in bowls. Orr is struck. He looked like he was struck sort of around the midriff, to be honest. There is no run. The ball bounces in front of him. There is no run. So
Fisher's going to come in round the wicket to start. So he's going to try and attack Tom Haynes probably straight at the stumps. And he's in to bowl in his first ball. Leg side, and Haynes times the hell out of that. Flicks it to the leg side, goes past the square leg umpire, and that's only going to be 2. But he timed that really well. Oh, and that's an absolute jaffer. Goes straight to Hope there at the gear to show that I've been working on it.
In comes Coad, bowls, and Orr plays it nicely down. That's going to be 4 runs. Good shot by Ali Orr. In fact, I think he just got a hand on that, did Mickey Edwards. He may have taken the pace off. Is it enough to stop it going over? Yes, he just about does. So I called that prematurely, but 3 runs to Ali Orr. He goes to 4.
And that's gone through third man, so it's gone leg side, nipped away, and Ali Orr's managed to get an outside edge down to third man for 4 runs there, and head in his hands there for Fisher. That's a really good length ball, and he'll feel unlucky there in the league that year just to rub it in.
In comes Coad. Hit on the pad is Ali Orr. For my money, that was disappearing down the leg side. He got a long way across, did Ali Orr, which perhaps meant the appeal, or it may have been closer than I thought, but in comes Coad around the wicket bowls to Orr, and Orr thumps this through the covers, and that's going to be 4 runs. Beautifully played by Ali Orr, timed away off the back foot, the ball speeds away across the outfield. And it's a really quick outfield at Hove, despite the fact it's April and we've had a lot of rain down. It says Matthew Fisher runs away from us, comes in and bowls to Tom Haynes. Haynes is forward, and lovely timing down the ground from Tom Haynes. He picks up a couple of runs as Mickey Edwards just comes across the field down in front of us, the tall Australian. And it's 2 more to Tom Haynes. Marnie, yes, here at Hove, we've had an exciting morning, and Tom Haynes just belts a delivery, an over-pitch delivery from Matt Fisher through the covers for 4 runs.
Partner in crime, Fisher coming up the hill. Oh, no.
Put down.
That was put down at mid-wicket.
Shakeel, I think.
He'll be really disappointed with that. Got to apologise there as Fisher comes in and then bowls an absolute jaffa, and he is fuming that he's missed the outside edge as it's a dot ball, goes through to Shy Hope, and he is absolutely livid, Fisher. He's not taking his hat back from the umpire or anything. He's walking straight down to fine leg.
Running down the hill, comes into bowls, and Tom Haynes hammers that away. That's going to be 4 runs. Lovely shot by Tom Haynes. I mean, that's a favoured area for Tom Haynes. Short outside the off stump, and he absolutely belted that away through cover point.
Up to bowl here. Charging in, bowls it. Oh, and that's well played from Ali Orr. Down mid-on. That's a beautiful shot. It's rolling away. Edwards is chasing, flicks it back well, and they're going to pick up 3. But that's unbelievably timed from Ali Orr. It's a really well delivered ball. Swings in onto like a middle stump line, and actually Ali Orr's a little bit in trouble there because it did a bit off the seam, and he still managed to time it.
Fisher bowling short this time to Orr, pulled, hammered away through square leg. That's a very, very good shot by Ali Orr, down on one knee.
Well, Ben Coad, the lead 104 as Coad comes in around the wicket bowls and played down. Oh, he's not. He's been run out again. Ali Orr has been run out for the 2nd time this season, backing up, and again it was Tom Haynes who was batting, and that is the 3rd time in consecutive matches that Ali Orr has been run out backing up. It was played down the ground by Tom Haynes. Ben Coad got a hand on it, deflected it onto the stumps, and Ali Orr, who was just getting into his stride, is out for 26. He was out in the last game of the season last year against Glamorgan when he, on the verge of a double 100, he was run out for 198, I believe. He was run out here against Durham last week when he'd made 29 in exactly the same way with Tom Haynes as today. In comes Coad around the wicket bowls, and he's hit on the pad is Tom Alsop, and he's given out. Tom Alsop, who made 95 in the first innings, stands there. He can't believe the decision. It looked to me from this angle, and we're by no means wicket to wicket, if that was going down the leg side. But umpire Pratt has given him out. He's just, unless Tom Alsop had got a long way across, but umpire Pratt had a good look, and Tom Alsop is on his way without scoring. So the skipper, Cheteshwar Pujara, got a brilliant catch today, but now he's got to get Sussex through to lunch here. In comes Coad bowl to Pujara, who's forward, and you can suddenly see, visibly, you can see the spring in the step of the Yorkshire fielders, and they're all up and thinking, come on, if we get another one here.
The ring, as it were, taking it back about 10 metres at cover, and then Mickey Estlin comes Dom. Steps across and tries to cut. A bit of excitement in the Yorkshire ranks, but wasn't really that close to the stumps. I think they thought they might have got him to chop on there.
Alton, where it's lunch, as in comes Coad bowls to Pujara, who leans on it and plays it through the covers to pick up his first run as well. In comes Coad. Around the wicket into bowl to Tom Haines, who drives sweetly through the covers. Lovely shot by Tom Haines. He's running up towards the long part of the ground in hot pursuit. They're not going to cut that off, as David Malan. And that was beautifully timed by Tom Haines. Everything about that shot was correct. We were on in the match, didn't we? In comes Coad, bowls, and Haines clips this one, this time through mid-wicket. He's going to pick up more runs here. Won't go for 4. He's going to get a couple to the clock tower scoreboard, where Jordan Thompson, who hasn't bowled so far in this innings. Coad in again, bowls. Haines is forward and can't take liberties. In fact, in the first innings, someone sent us a text to say that Tom Haines was batting slightly out of his crease. That is the last ball before lunch from Ben Coad. Tom Haines takes off his gloves. He can enjoy his lunch. 22 not out. Cheteshwar Pujara is on 1, and Sussex reach the interval on 49.
Lead of 112 with Pujara on strike on 1, and Don Bess and Liam said to bowl this over. First ball looks like it turns in from the off spinner towards the right hander.
Thompson into bowl. Hits the outside edge of Pujara straight away, and it rolls down to third man for 4 runs. It looks like Thompson. I can't see it. Yeah, it is Thompson into bowl on the leg side, and that is flicked away for another 4 runs from Pujara, who has a habit of every time he gets a ball slightly offline or slightly too full, he always seems to put it away, and that was very convincingly flicked for 4 there.
Queuing at the burger van with the lunch voucher. As Bess is in, and that's flicked off the legs by Pujara. Out to George Hill, who's sweeping by the scoreboard. They get a single. Messrs Wharton and Revis in yesterday. And that is Bess to Haines, who pushes up to Fisher at mid-on.
Into bowl. And that's a full-length delivery, and that is edged by Tom Haines. Well bowled there from Thompson. And Haines departs for 23. Full-length delivery outside off. Haines goes to drive that through the offside and hits the edge, and it's well taken by Hope. And Thompson's in the action, like you said. As Thompson's in here to bowl. Full-length delivery, and that is flicked away. I'm trying to find the ball. Oh, it's going through mid-wicket there, and that is well played for 4. First innings just jabbed back off the seam as he comes into bowl here. Full-length delivery, and that's an outside edge, but it rolls along the floor to Gully, and for me as well, as Thompson comes in again. Oh, and there's a big appeal there, and it's given by the umpire. Pujara walks off, and this is a big bowling change here, bringing Thompson in, and he gets the big wicket of Pujara. From here, that looks very, very good, as they would say. And
yeah, for the vast majority of cricket playing life, just walked if I nicked it. Big appeal here, gone. Bess has struck now from the C end, and Tom Clark is out for 4. And Sussex, well, what a turnaround in this game. In a very short space of time, have lost 3 wickets since lunch and are now 66 for 5 second time around. And Bess has a big appeal this time as well. Looks like it's probably going down, but they got very excited about that because it kept really low. Must have hit him almost boot height. Bess in again, and first run we've seen for a short while, as that one's just clipped away down through third man by Hudson Prentice to get himself off the mark. 68 for 5.
yeah, it's an interesting field they've gone for here as Thompson comes in, replies after that first ball. And that hits a pad, big appeal, but it looks like it's going down the leg side and a little bit as he's into bowl. And that is flicked well through mid-wicket, and it's swept up by mid-on for 1 run.
Please.
Big Leeds fan. As Thompson comes into bowl here. And that's a great shot by Hudson Prentice, nailing it through the covers for 4 runs. Didn't seem that bad of a ball, but he just leant into it.
To his mark, he's bowling over the wicket from the sea end. And another big appeal for LBW here. I don't have a clue what happened there, because the non-striking batter was standing between me and where the ball struck the striking batter. 3 quick wickets after the lunch break. Sussex still not out of the woods in that respect. They're 89 for 5, which is a lead
of 152.
Oh, Harmsy absolutely nailed it.
I did. I saw it on the screen.
I saw the abacus and all the rest of it out there.
Yeah, 150. I knew you were going to ask me, so I thought I ought to be prepared. We were saying just before lunch, weren't we, that you had a couple of wickets to the scoreboard, and I know it's the old adage, but it just gives a different perspective on the game. I mean, Sussex lost 5 for 25, 41 without loss. And if you added 2 wickets to here, I mean, there's still a lot of cricket to be played here tonight. Well, that's how many overs are left in a couple of moments' time. Ben Coad coming back into the attack. I think interesting, Liam was talking about Finn Hudson-Prentice being very positive, and that's the way to go. As in comes Coad to bowl to Hudson-Prentice. Does that one go outside of the off stump? Coad on his way. It's quite gloomy here at Hope. Comes in and bowls to Hudson-Prentice. He sort of dabs that wide of gully. He's going to race away for 4 runs. Got no chance. Once the ball beats the infield here, and Liam will know the ball just races away.
Messages again from California as Carter is down the pitch and punching back to Bess. David says, love the Seagulls on the effects mic. I'm still enjoying Adrian's commentator's curse from the first innings.
I'm sure he is.
Today, he says. Who, of course, will be, 5 hours behind us or something like that, maybe more. As that's pushed into the offside by Carter. It was itchy feet, fancied a run.
Bowls and forward comes. Carter plays him off. There is no run. It's made over from Ben Coad. He's doing a good job.
I remembered that much. Bess is in. That's tickled away down to third man. Adam Lyth out of slip giving chase. Nicely played by Finn Hudson-Prentice, who's going to pick up 3 for that well-controlled shot. 94 for 5, 21 to him.
There's been a 2-hour marathon, I think, hasn't there?
Yeah, Bess is in. That's flicked off his legs by Carter. Bean can't reel it in. Jordan Thompson does. They're through for 1.
From the hotel.
Yeah, Bess is in. That's flicked to leg by Hudson-Prentice. They pick up a single. 25 to him, 99 on the board now for 5. Don't forget the last wicket fell at 66. Competitive event.
Coad in bowls. Hudson-Prentice steers this through the offside. Good shot. That's going to race away for 4 runs. Good shot by Finn Hudson-Prentice. Leant back, cut the ball away. The ball speeds away through point. He's playing very nicely here, Hudson-Prentice. He goes to 29. Happy days. Coad, the sun is out, which is good news. Comes in the bowls. Hudson-Prentice, is he caught behind? I thought he was. That was a good delivery from Ben Coad. He lured Hudson-Prentice into the shot.
Best bowling here to Carter, who's pushed it on its way down to Edwards, coming in from long on. They've picked up 1.
Useful partnership, though, between these two, because when they came together, the score was 66 for 5, and Sussex were rocking.
Field. Bess is in. Good use of feet this time by Finn Hudson-Prentice, who got there and then just stroked it on its way towards Edwards. And long on.
In comes Fisher. Bowls away, hits one. Oh, that looks very out. The appeal, and he's given out. Hudson-Prentice is on his way. Well, he looked to be very adjacent. Finn Hudson-Prentice is on his way for 30. And throughout this match, Jonathan, just as we thought there's a partnership going or someone's getting into the ascendancy, a wicket goes down and the game is right in the melting pot again. He did indeed. In comes Fisher, running in down the hill, coming into bowl to the Australian Nathan McAndrew, who covers up and plays onto the onside.
He's gone to the short-sleeved cricket shirt as Bess's first delivery of the over is flicked away backward of square leg.
Is it LBW? That looks very out. It is indeed. Nathan McAndrew is on his way. And Matthew Fisher picks up back-to-back wickets in successive overs. And we were saying, could this game to finish tonight? Well, absolutely it could. McAndrew is on his way. Without troubling the scorers, Fisher picks up another wicket. And Sussex now in a pile of trouble. Fisher in lovely sunshine comes in and bowls. Carter flicks this one down to third man. He's after 2. He'll need to get a move on if he's going to take him. Malan is in very quickly. Good cricket all round, actually. Ollie Carter was looking for the second. David Malan was absolutely determined he wasn't going to come back for the second. Anyway, we're concentrating in the here and now. In comes Fisher, bowls down the leg side, and it's flipped the thigh pad of Jack Carson, I think. First game of the season, Fisher in, bowls to Carson. Down the leg side, there's going to be more. Are they going to be more buys? I think they are. Let's wait for the umpire's signal. Indeed. Has 8 buys. He'll be on commentary in a minute. In comes Fisher, bowls to Carson, who's up on his toes and steers that into the offside. Picks up a single, does Jack Carson.
Here's Bess. Oh, good delivery,
wow.
Which has the beating of Carson.
Oh, wow. He's given it.
Ballooned up off the pad, and he's been given.
Ooh.
So Carson has gone, the latest man to walk back to the dressing room for Sussex, 118 for 8 now. At first, it looked like he'd just completely beaten him, but it's clearly hit the pad flap and skewed off out down towards third man. It looks a reasonable shout again,
Yeah, it doesn't actually look that bad.
No.
His teammates have let him down there by not appealing. It looks close-ish, it's hard to tell. Just watch it back. Yeah, maybe a little bit high, but I just watched it back, and once Try Hope hears Bess appeal, he kind of puts his hand up as if, oh, OK, I'll join in. He's sprinting in first up, bowls a ball, and nearly chops on first ball. Ollie Carter goes to cut it through covers, and it rolls down to David Malan, down at fine leg. That was close. Nearly a wicket with his first ball there. Woods, as he comes in here, hits the pad. It looks like it's going down the leg side. And it's a leg by and a single. A lot more wickets as Edwards is in again. And Ollie Robinson goes to try and hit that through mid-wicket. Big hoik there, and it hits the top of his pads and going well over, in my opinion. Get some of the short stuff here. As he edges it to Adam Lyth, and that is a big wicket from Edwards there. He's bowled really well, lots of bounce, and Ollie Robinson edges it to Adam Lyth.
And here's Bess bowling to Carter, and he's got a lot of responsibility on his shoulders here. Last pair at the wicket. And to our right as well, very deep at long on, and a little push forward and an outside edge here from Crocombe. He's going to pick up 4 runs. Bess, hands to his face. Disappointment for him. He's gone for 5 in the over so far. Here's Bess again. Crocombe has a push at 1. Not sure if that was a chance or not. Hard to tell from here. Going to try and give Ollie Carter the 1 here. Tries a reverse sweep, and he's going to pick up something from it. He's going to get at least 1. Ben Coad with a tumbling stop, but can't prevent the 2. Going to be safe. What's Bess got as a riposte this time? He drags it down the leg side, and they're going to take the 1. They've got to do, really. They've just got to keep batting, haven't they? And, yeah, good stuff from him. Much more Fisher-like appeal for LBW here. Crocombe walked across and tried to flick it round the corner. Came off the pad and went round the corner in the end. Big Mick fielding.
Yeah. And that's hit through cover, and they pick up 1. That's well fielded. So.
Teaser-like, stuff like that.
Evans into bowl here, and that's blocked, and all Crocombe sitting on his heels, but he manages to get in time.
Here's Bess bowling to Carter, who is pushing to Jordan Thompson, coming in from long on. Bess again. Now then, he's got underneath this one, has Henry Crocombe. Thompson charging round the boundary edge and does really well to drag that back in. Superb piece of fielding by Jordan Thompson. They'll get 2.
Great sport for that.
Bess in again. Crocombe now then, he's played and missed at this one, trying to flick it to leg. There's a half-hearted appeal by Bess, and nobody else goes with him. First innings, let's just, another 20 or 30 runs here could be vital in the outcome of this match. As Crocombe flicks this one along the deck to Hill, coming in from the mid-wicket boundary, and they get 1. Sussex now lead by 200 runs, and that is not to be sniffed at. They're going to be easy. He could go here, should go here.
Oh, my goodness.
He's not gone here. Dearie me, Ollie Carter has come down the pitch to Bess, and it looks as though it was a stumping opportunity for Hope. 1 for 6 off 4 overs so far. Meanwhile, Don Bess back on at the C end, and a big appeal here, and that's it. Carter trying to sweep that one somewhere out down towards Brighton. And he's missed it and gone for 19, 137 all out, Sussex. And so Yorkshire will need
201, I think it is.
201 runs to win this intriguing Division 2 game of cricket. Yorkshire will be, you know, I mean, suddenly the about turning again, they'll be delighted with this position. They would have bitten your hand off for something like this morning.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they didn't envisage that they'd be chasing 201 to win. It felt like it was going to be at least 250, more like 300.
Yeah.
Something like that. And so they've given themselves a chance, but you wouldn't want to over-exaggerate that either. They're going to have to bat well. And it's just a cracking game of four-day cricket.
It's going to be Ali Robinson coming down the hill to bowl to Adam Lyth. He's in involved and lies at that go outside the off stump, taken by Ollie Carter. And there is no run.
In the gully as he's into bowl, full-length delivery, and that's a Yorker to start with. Oh, amazing. McAndrew's into bowl here, and that's flicked away down to fine leg, nonchalantly for one. As McAndrew's into bowl here, middle and leg line, that's a good start, and it's just flicked away, and they're going for a run. Backed up well from Pujara, and that's a cheeky little single there.
On the hill to bowl to Adam Lyth. He's in and bowls, and Lyth drives handsomely through the covers. Runs here for Adam Lyth, at least a couple, and I think it's going to go all the way to 4. That's beautifully timed. Over pitch by Ollie Robinson, and good placement by Adam Lyth.
McAndrew comes up to bowl here. Oh, and that's hit him on the pads, and that's a not out straight away.
That was down the leg side.
He's been swinging it away. I'd love to watch that one back. Just, there's always a little tell as well. The ball bounced off his pad and went to the offside. As McAndrew's into bowl here, full-length delivery, and that's flicked very well there by Bean. And it's a good chase here from Tom Haynes, who flicks it up, and it's thrown in. And they were looking for the third, but good bit of fielding there from the Sussex players. And I'd do it his own way.
In comes Robinson, bowls to Lyth, hammers that one away. That's a super shot. That's 4 runs. Too much width there from Ollie Robinson. Man, Adam Lyth absolutely belted that away through cover point. No chance for Ali Orr.
Robinson comes into bowl.
Bowls.
Oh, wow.
Beats him. What a delivery that was from Ollie Robinson. What a response. The previous delivery was too wide, but that was a terrific delivery that beat Lyth. All ends up. Robinson in bowls. Oh, Lyth is doubled up. The ball hit him round about the thigh pad. It's great cricket because all the arms are up.
Better than you look. As McAndrew comes in and nearly gets the edge. There's a big swipe there, trying to cut that through the offside there from Bean, but it goes straight through to Carter. Because McAndrew comes in again, and that is bowled middle stump out of the ground. That's an absolute jaffa. And I said it earlier, I really liked how positive McAndrew was coming around the wicket, targeting the stumps, and it means any little bit of movement, it's going to bring the stumps into play, and that's an absolute seed. And from the angle me and Adrian out here, we had the perfect angle, seeing it nip back through the gate and then middle stump go flying, and that's a great start. Really important wicket from Sussex. They needed some early wickets, especially with the way this Hove pitch is. I went out there at tea and it looked like an absolute cracker, so they need to make the most of the new ball. McAndrew's got some intent coming up that hill now, and that's played very well by Shakeel, down to third man, and it's rolling away to the boundary. Hudson Prentice is chasing it, trying to cut off the 3, throws a ball out, and he manages to stop them coming back for third, so that's good work there from Hudson Prentice. And
tonight, in comes Ollie Robinson, bowls to Lyth, who looks to clip that one away on the leg side. He's got a big, thick outside edge, and the ball goes between first and second slip. Gully coming into bowl to Adam Lyth, and Lyth is caught on the crease. My feeling was maybe got an inside edge on that. I may be wrong.
Yeah, he waved to bat the umpire, even though that probably means nothing, because I do that even though I've never hit it before. But as McAndrew's into bowl now, and that's played very well through third man, and that's middle through third man. Quite a risky shot with 2 slips in the gully.
Oh, well fielded.
And it's Hudson Prentice there, isn't it? Deep point. Works all the way around to third man and dives, and
that can happen. And he wants to go on here, and he's got an inside edge onto his pad here. I think that was pretty clear. There's a stifled appeal, but I think that's just the way things. There's a bit of needle out there.
Yes.
Clearly, Sussex not happy with one or two of the decisions by the looks of things, you would think, with the three of them. That's a lovely drive. Beautiful stuff from Adam Lyth. One of his best shots. And he's got a few good ones. And he got right over the top of that, just too much width.
Hudson Prentice is in, down the hill, comes in and bowls to Adam Lyth, who clips this one away down to fine leg, where it's fielded just down below us by Henry Crocombe.
Yeah, you can't rely on the tail, can you? You know, you've got to get your batters scoring runs, and nobody got a half century for Yorkshire in their first innings. They still got up towards just shy of 300. So if they can get one or two players across even the half century mark, they're going to be chasing 200. They're going to be well on their way with a few chip-ins to getting there.
Yeah,
that's a fair way off just at this moment in time.
Hudson Prentice coming in down the hill, bowls to David Malan. And he's caught behind down the leg side. That's a real gimme, and Malan is on his way. That is a massive wicket for Sussex. Finn Hudson Prentice, David Malan will be really disappointed. It was down the leg side, and he just helped it on its way into the gloves of Ollie Carter. Malan has gone for two. Hudson Prentice has picked up the wicket, and all of a sudden Yorkshire are 39 for 3.
Has misfired, hasn't he? 3 and 6.
Hudson Prentice in, bowls to Hope. Lets that go outside the off stump, taken by Carter. There is no run. On his way, bowls, driven by Hope. Well, he's going to go for 4 runs. Well, it's a good shot by Shai Hope, but there was just an element of risk. It was slightly over-pitched, and the slips are all up, but Hope is going to be positive, and that's probably the way to play, to be honest. The afternoon bowls. Oh, Hope he's beaten. Did that keep a bit low? I think he did. Didn't miss the stumps by very much, and Shai Hope goes down the pitch and does a little bit of...
Well, the wicket to the right-handed Hope. Short.
Oh, I thought he bowled him.
Nearly chops on.
With 7 wickets in hand. Hudson Prentice it is, and bowls, and beautifully driven by Hope, and well fielded in the covers by Ali Orr. My word, that was a good piece of fielding. Lovely looking shot by Shai Hope, driven off the front foot, and all with a sprawling save. It's a maiden over from Finn Hudson Prentice. 3 overs, 1 maiden, 2 for 10.
Watching it is BBC Radio London's Mark. So Adam Lyth turns one in front of square. It's a lovely, live, languid sort of shot that he plays. Just straying leg stump and too full there, Henry Crocombe. And he's picked him off, Adam Lyth.
By 72, Hudson Prentice in, bowls to Hope, who deflects that down the leg side. It's fielded just down in front of us by Henry Crocombe, who's very quickly and good throw over the top of the stumps as well. The standard of fielding in this game has been really good. There's been some excellent catches taken. Tell us about Ollie's achievements.
Henry Crocombe again from the C-end, bowling here to Hope, but it's wide of off stump, and he chooses to watch it go by. Oh, is it? Has he? Now then, they're appealing for a...
Well, Sussex thought they'd got his man. I mean, it was Ollie Carter. He rolled the ball at the stumps. He hit the stumps, but Sussex are absolutely convinced that he's out. Now, there has been a bit of needle, as you were saying, in this game. And
yeah.
The Sussex lads are saying he's out.
Remonstration with Neil Pratt, who is the umpire standing at square leg. Hope is indicating that he got back in as far as he's concerned. The umpires are having a chat, not sure what they can do about that if he didn't give the decision straight away.
Well, he can't give him out, can he?
There's no referral to there's no referral to any video evidence here, so he's got to be in.
Well, how can the umpire at the bowler's end have any idea whether or not Shai Hope was out of his ground?
There's definitely an edge to this match.
Oh, hugely. Well, the ball went through to Ollie Carter. He rolled the ball at the stumps. The Sussex players were convinced that Shai Hope was out of his ground. Now, was the umpire not concentrating? Did he? I mean, I don't know why he went to consult with Bob White. Really, I don't know why he did that.
No. Rankle if he gets a serious score here. And he's going to pull this one away. It's a loose delivery, a rare loose delivery by Carson, who was very, very neat and tidy in the Yorkshire first innings.
Players, it's been really chirpy. Sussex players really aren't happy about it. As McAndrew comes into bowls a short ball, and that's pulled for 4 by Shai Hope. An excellent shot. And you can see the Sussex players, every run Shai Hope gets is getting more and more frustrating as McAndrew comes in round the wicket. Oh, and that's an absolute jaffer. Good length ball, probably middle stump, middle and off line, hits the seam, goes away and just beats the outside edge of Adam Lyth. It's not as if it's instantly dead as McAndrew comes into bowl, and it's flicked and it's nearly caught at mid-wicket, but it's going to be rolling away for 4 runs. That was close there. Adam Lyth timing it really well, but just slightly aerial. Tom Hayes dives or jumps up to try and catch it, but it just beats him.
Comes in past umpire Rob White, just drags that down a little bit. It's a big appeal for LBW. It didn't feel like it. It felt like Adam Lyth was playing the right shot to it, as if it was going to fade away down the leg side, but he missed with his little paddle sweep.
So as McAndrew comes into bowl, pitches it up, and that's really well flicked through mid-wicket by Shy Hope. Time the nuts off that, but it's a long chase from Ali Orr, and it has been given as 4 runs.
Carson bowling to Hope, who was that a drop?
Yeah, we're hitting in the knee.
Leg?
Yeah.
Ouch.
It carried. Robertson's coming down the hill. Into bowl now. Full-length delivery, and that's beating the outside edge again, and Ollie Carter throws the ball. Shy Hope is in the stumps, in this crease this time. But there's nothing wrong with that. Some of the short stuff is Robertson comes into bowl, and that's just easily played through third man out the middle of the bat by Adam Lyth. That moves him on to 46, and you were saying it earlier, he plays that shot with such ease, doesn't he? Always seems to middle it.
Yeah, it's not smart, is it, really, by Ollie Robinson? And
Disappeared from view. But McLeod rolls in. Crocombe in bowls to Lyth, who drills that down the ground, picks up at least one. Cheshire Pujara is in hot pursuit. They're going to come back from a second. Tom Haynes beats Pujara to the ball, and that's a half century for Adam Lyth. And you can hear the applause through our effects microphone, and that's from the Yorkshire players who are up on the balcony. We spoke a little earlier about a captain's innings and leading from the front, and Adam Lyth is doing exactly that. 50 off 81 balls in 127 minutes, including 7 fours. That's been a classy innings and a real captain's innings, if ever there was one, Jonathan.
it has, and you know, it really does mean something to Adam Lyth as well. He's a homegrown player. It's his one and only county, and he still loves his job. Carson bowling here to Hope, who's down the pitch here this time as well, flicking it to Pujara, who makes a good dive and stop. Gary Longhorn says Hope not out. Liam is a very good commentator, but to have Haynes diving was just pure fantasy.
Henry Crocombe running in down the hill, comes into bowl to Hope, who hammers this away through the offside. That's a super shot and an excellent piece of fielding, but it's touched the rope. That was an excellent effort by Nathan McAndrew. It was belted away by Shy Hope. It was short outside the off stump. He hammered the ball away through point, and despite McAndrew's best efforts, it's 4 more to Shy Hope. Here comes Crocombe, bowls to Shy Hope. It's pulled away by Shy Hope, but that's going to be 4 runs. Too short from Henry Crocombe, and Shy Hope is far too good a player to miss out on that. Pulls the ball backward of square for 4 runs. He goes to 48 at Mahrez.
And Lyth opens the face and runs that down through backward point. He's going to pick up a couple here. Good running again between the wickets. McAndrew was round doing the covering from out in the deep, but had a long way to run. And they got back for a second. Adam Lyth. Carson just drags this down slightly, and that allows Lyth to create some space and just push it out to McAndrew, who's coming in off the point boundary, and they get a single. So Lyth 54, Hope 48. This morning it would have been easy to predict something completely different to this, as Lyth cuts one away backward of point, and McAndrew is round to sweep and field. They get a single. Carson in, Hope goes back, and dug one out there that might not quite have bounced as much as he first thought.
They can definitely claim it, but they've shown no real intent.
Okay. Robertson comes into bowl now, and now hits the edge on. He's dropped him at first slip. Oh, great start from Ollie Robinson. They made a change in the bowling, and that slip. Oh, I'm just watching here. That's Allsop at slip. Yeah, so it's caught the outside edge of Shy Hope, and Allsop's put him down. But now it's coming around the wicket to Adam Lyth. Into bowl now. Oh, and nearly catches the outside edge there as well. So Ollie Robinson, the way he bowls, he hits the seam so hard that he seems to get a bit of life out the ball, a bit of extra bounce and a bit of extra seam movement. And it's no wonder he's an England international, because he's very consistent where he places the ball and then gets a little bit of life out the ball as well. Robinson into bowl, and as I say that, he cuts that away through point, and that's going to be 4 runs from Adam Lyth, and that's been his shot today. It's been absolutely ruthless. He's not missed out on that once, I don't think, and he's in top form at the moment.
Could be him.
Will Bairstow be available?
As that is pushed back up the pitch, and there is no run. Johnny Bairstow, good point actually, because we talked about that earlier in the match. Yeah, the theory was that he might play this week in the second team, didn't. But then there's a further theory that he might play next week in the second team when the first don't have a game. There's a second team match at Headingley, and with a view then to, probably possibly playing against Glamorgan at Headingley for the first team in a fortnight. But they are now leaving the field of play with 2 overs remaining in the day. And Yorkshire still in need of 63 runs to win this match. They're 138 for 3. Adam Lyth on 69. Shakeel Hope on 53.
That was a good day's cricket.
That is going to be the end of play by the sound of things for day 3. 5 minutes before 7 o'clock and 40 overs into Yorkshire's second innings. They've put themselves in a strong position here. I don't think there's any doubt about that now. Lyth on 69, Hope 53. They've got to start again tomorrow morning, obviously. And there is going to be, by the sound of things, some weather around. Will there be enough time to finish the match?